So, I loaded up a new 1.19 Minecraft Hardcore world, and I got super lucky and spawned right next to a village. I got stone tools, then went looking for villagers. I found a farmer. The first order of business was repeatedly unemploying and employing this man, and giving him financial insecurity until he decided to give me the bread trade, which didn't take very long. Then I took his buddy down the mountain and kidnapped him, trapped him in a box, and put his buddy in the box. Then I made myself a shield, which made me feel a lot safer. Then I went on an adventure, opened a few chests, and got back from the adventure. Then I started on a project that would take me a very long time, destroying this entire mountain with stone and iron tools. Well, this was taking too long, so let's go into Microsoft Paint. This is the ground. This is the mountain. We don't want the mountain, so we're gonna blow it up with TNT. To get TNT, you need sand and gunpowder. To get gunpowder, I'm gonna make a mob farm. With a mob farm, you can get gunpowder for TNT, rotten flesh for emeralds when trading with cleric villagers, and bones for bone meal. To make a mob farm, I needed trapdoors, hoppers, and slabs, and I had the rest of the items. So I chopped down some trees. Then I turned it into trapdoors, made hoppers, and slabs. Then I started bridging out over the ocean so almost no mobs could spawn outside of the mob farm. Then I placed half slabs all over the bridge. Then I pillared up 128 blocks, which is 2 stacks. Then I started building out a small platform and placed down 2 double chests, and connected 4 hoppers to those chests. Then I put a border of blocks around the chests. Then I started building up the drop chute. Then I crafted some glass panes and placed them in the front, and I continued building the chute. Then I placed in the slabs and trapdoors, and yet again continued building the chute. Then I figured you guys have probably seen a million people build a mob farm, so here's a nice little replay shot of me building it all instead. The mob farm was working really well, so I made an iron sword and killed a bunch of mobs. I got around 2 stacks of gunpowder and I'm pretty happy with that. Then I gathered some sand. Then I crafted some TNT, a button, and blew some stuff up. There's a jungle right next to my village, so I went in there, grabbed some cocoa beans and bamboo, and planted the bamboo. The TNT wasn't destroying the mountain and its ecosystem as fast as I thought it would, so I decided to take another approach. I was going to trade with villagers and get enchanted diamond tools, and mine the mountain really fast that way. My favorite way to get emeralds from villagers is just stealing it from them, but that might make me look bad, so instead I'll do my second favorite way to get them, trading iron for emeralds, and for that you need an iron farm. Subscribe and ring the bell! Ironically, for an iron farm you need iron for hoppers, wood for chests, sand for glass, and building blocks. I murdered a bunch of iron golems for my iron, then got a bunch of sand. I turned that sand into glass and got a bunch of wood. Then I crafted chests, hoppers, and building blocks. Then I started construction of the actual iron farm. I started with a storage system, which was made up of 2 double chests and some hoppers leading into them. Then I placed a ring of blocks around the hoppers and put in some glass so I could see the iron golems dying in there. Then I built up the walls of the drop chute. Then I made some signs and placed the signs over the hoppers. Then I built up the walls even more. Next, I went out 8 blocks, placed a stair, and went out another 8 blocks. Then I widened the whole thing to 3 blocks wide. Then I copied that on all 4 sides. I made some white stained glass, then built up the sides and first villager pod of the iron farm. Then, I made sure no iron golems could spawn on the side with the hill by turning all the grass blocks into path blocks with my shovel. Then, I made another villager pod on this side. Then, I copied all of what I had to the other sides. For the iron farm, I needed beds, so I started building a sheep enclosure where I could breed them forever and get tons of wool. Then I lured 2 sheep into the enclosure, fenced them in, and bred them. Then I kept breeding them, and breeding them, and breeding them. Then I decided that I should probably expand the villager's cage. And what we do right, so I expanded the cage a lot. Then I gave the villagers some jobs, and then placed a bunch of beds so they could keep breeding, and give me tons of free labor. Then I placed the beds into the villager pods. I also made a railway track so the villagers could get into the pods and live in a small space for the rest of their lives. Then I sent them up one by one. Then I placed the lava into the farm. For some reason, the villagers weren't sleeping in their beds in the farm, and it took me 8 hours to fix, but eventually I got it working beautifully. Each pod of villagers would take a while to get working, so while doing that, I would also be trading with villagers. I traded sticks for emeralds, and iron for emeralds. And eventually, I had enough emeralds to buy a diamond axe, a diamond pickaxe, and a diamond shovel, as well as diamond pants. Cover me with diamonds, baby! Boots, helmet, and chestplate. We had full diamond armor. Then I went on a boat ride to get some sugarcane, because full diamond isn't good enough for us. I wanted full diamond with the best enchantments. So for that, I needed a librarian villager, and for that, I needed sugarcane for books. So I dug a small trench, filled it with water, replaced the blocks around it with dirt, and planted the sugarcane. Then I put slabs over the water and harvested the sugarcane. Then I made books, a bookshelf, and then a lectern. Then I placed down the lectern, and second try got silk touch. So I bought another pickaxe to put it on, crafted an anvil, and made my first silk touch pickaxe. Then I kept re-rolling librarian trades, and I eventually got an efficiency 4 trade. So I bought 2, combined them, and made an efficiency 5 pickaxe. Then I got a prot 4 villager and got prot 4 on my chest plate. I also got a feather falling 4 book and put it together with a prot 4 book and then put that on my boots. I also got mending and put that on my pickaxe. I also got looting and unbreaking too and put the unbreaking on my pickaxe. Then I finally did what this was all about and mined a bunch more of the mountain. But I got lazy and didn't mine the whole thing. But who knows, I might use the mountain for something in the next episode. Wink wink. Thank you so much for watching. I'm a really small channel and this video took me over 50 hours to make, so if you left a like or subscribed, it would mean the world to me. Thanks.